Caesar, you know if we're doing the cowboy thing tomorrow?
I haven't seen anything one way or another.
Assume we are. Normally, if we aren't, something is said. I mean, we should put a message in there just in case. Oh no, I mean, Gorgio said like 4 days ago. So far, we're good. So it does look like it's on for sure.
Right. The gang.
Cell phone charging as we speak and using it until tomorrow.
Anybody want to? Would anybody like to recap last session?
We lived!
If I remember correctly, we did rescue at a church, and once we finished there, we moved to the mill that was also under attack. We got as many civilians to the post as we could. Minimal casualties, if I remember correctly. And then the next morning, we were challenged by a blue half dragon, in which I lost.
At which point, the raiders had their wagons loaded up and rolled out.
We also got.
So we can hear ourselves from your mic.
Oh, hold on. Let me put that on mute. We also got recipes for herbalism and some other stuff.
Yes, we did.
Indeed. So at this point, it is the night is almost over, and you all have had a chance to rest inside the fortress. The defenders keep watch as the raiders head out of town. Multiple buildings within the town of Greenest are still burning. Um, the fortress, the keep itself is damaged, um, heavily damaged in some places, and there are bodies of dozens of raiders and villagers as well, scattered throughout the town. But the raiders have left. Um, the Governor Nighthill, comes up to you, thanking you for your willingness to help rescue the villagers and the cleric and others to help save an important structure that, for all intents and purposes, is the lifeblood of the village. And he goes, he says to you, he goes, you're welcome. We've made some beds available for you to rest. Sleep as long as you need. And when you awaken, we'd like to discuss something else. Escobert the Red, the dwarf castellan, is busy trying to assess the damage on the keep, and teams of guards are going out to try and stifle some of the flames. What would you all like to do?
Sleep.
Yeah, seems like we did all the hard work. It's time for us to have a well-deserved break.
All right. Pushing a long rest.
Hmm.
Zarek, uh, I don't see the racial benefits on your character.
Plus
You're
2 strength, plus 1
no,
cur.
you're dragonborn. Don't they get resistance to?
Uh, yeah, gold dragonborn resistance. I have resistance to fire damage.
Yeah.
Don't know if I've got a.
Dumbass.
There you go.
Yeah, I found the effect for it.
Cool. All right. So with that being said, you all crawl into some beds that were made available in the tower, and you sleep roughly 8 hours. By the time you wake up, it's midday. The some of the when you wake up, the one of the first things you notice is that the sun's out, for starters. Most of the fires throughout the town have been put out, and some work crews have been stacking bodies in a nearby field, while some other villagers are busy digging graves for them. When you go downstairs and into the courtyard, the governor is standing there talking with Escobar, and he sees you all emerge from the tower. He
Good
goes,
morning, Governor.
our heroes. I can't begin to thank you enough for what you did last night. You saved many lives and helped keep our town alive. We and he goes, I have a proposal, and you don't have to if you don't want to, but we need to know where the raiders camp is. They took many of our villagers were townsfolk were captured. We want to try and get them back. We don't want to leave them at the mercy of the cultists. And I know it would be dangerous, to be sure, especially after witnessing what that blue creature did to. He looks at Zarek. he goes, I know it's risky, but their trail is quite easy to follow, and a small stealthy group could follow the trail back to their camp and just simply gather information on their numbers, and I'd be willing to pay each one of you 250 gold. I, we we just need to know where their camp is located and how many raiders they have and any information about their leaders, maybe why they attacked, where
Uh,
they went into attack next, so we can warn some of the other nearby villages and towns.
Surely a city of this size has a guard force or a militia with scouts. Why don't you send your own?
Oh, we're one of the biggest towns in the region, and they decimated us.
And how much
You
did
know,
you say?
each one of you, we would grant each one of you 250 gold just to gather artwork. If you need any equipment, if we can scrounge it up, we'll happily provide it to you at no charge. Just think about it for a bit. And Escobar nods his head. And he goes, and I'm going to continue to work on restoring the defenses of the town and organizing the the remaining villagers to try and get things stabilized around here.
That's a good idea, Governor. I still see a blood spot out front in the front gates there with some boots standing in it.
He he looks at the governor looks at you and he goes, "Yes, there is so much loss, but we got to keep moving forward.
Those boots used to be a friend of ours.
We've all lost friends.
Where's a good place to have breakfast?
Uh, right here, there's a makeshift cooking stall on the east side of the courtyard. We can get some food together for you." And he looks at everybody. So will you follow the trail
Well, I thought you said
and
take some time and think about it. You won't even let us have breakfast over and discuss it?
oh, my apologies. My apologies. I'll step aside. Come find me in a little bit after you've discussed it amongst yourselves. And with that he makes his way over to another group and starts talking to them about, repairing fences and scrapping out some of the buildings for materials to repair the buildings.
All right, guys, huddle up. Is 250 gold really worth it?
Well, they just want us to look where they are. They don't actually want us to engage them. So that sounds pretty good. I think, we can run away from a raider encampment if the guys on the outside spot us. But if we get spotted, we have to immediately book it the other direction.
That's my thoughts. So I'm thinking we need horses.
There's also the issue of the gentleman we came to pick up. If I remember correctly, according to the villagers, he was taken and captured as well.
So
They know that too.
they've got a hostage, but he's not asking us to rescue the hostage.
There's lots of hostages apparently. He just wants to know the location so he can send a bigger team in.
Right. So we're not
Then
supposed
we
to
also.
try to rescue anybody.
What about the monk from Candlekeep? That's our whole reason to be here, is it not?
As you mention that, synchronicity strikes. A young man walks up to your group. He's limping heavily on a bandaged left leg, and you see his robe is stained red from blood, and the sleeves are torn and blackened and covered with soot. He goes, I I don't mean to pry, but if you intend to follow those raiders and see where they've gone, I would like nothing better than to come with you, but with this condition, I'd just simply slow you down. And in the midst of all this tragedy, there's no reason you would have heard about the fate of my master, Leosin Uthaner. But it's important that you know he's a monk from Candlekeep. He disappeared last night after we fought a particularly savage battle against some of the raiders. A few others and I fought our way on to the keep barely, but Leosin didn't make it at all. We went back this morning to look for him, but all we found was his broken staff and this choker, which he always wore. He goes, my name is Nassim, and my master Leosin has been investigating these raiders for months. And and he drops his head. I fear he may have done something stupid. He may have tried to infiltrate their group as they retreated, or worse, allowed himself to be captured and carried away as a prisoner.
Does he often
No,
do stupid things?
no one understands them better than he does, and his knowledge would be invaluable in the fight against them.
Does he often do these dumb things?
He is, what's a good way to put it, obsessed with gaining knowledge about this group, the cult of the dragon, as they're called.
Do we know what this monk looks like?
Let's see if I can find a picture.
Or do we have to take this schlub with us?
I think we take the gold. Seems like we're gonna have to go looking that way anyway.
I say we need horses.
So I just shared an image. He's a half elf.
He's goofy looking. So we're gonna need horses.
I agree.
Do we need a
I
wagon
agree.
too?
Horses sound like a good idea.
Or just horses?
Hmm. If we get a wagon, we need less horses, but it also means
Well, I say
more
we get
likely shit goes wrong.
4 horses for us to ride and 1 horse pulling a wagon. 5 horses in a wagon.
I don't think there are any horses or wagons left in the village. All the wagons that were here were taken by the raiders.
I don't think we're gonna be able to do your recon mission then.
He he the monk looks at you and he goes, if you go, please look for any sign that Leosin is there. One of my brothers has already departed for Candlekeep to bring back help, but it'll be many days before any helps arrive. Anything that you could do to assist would be a godsend.
Damn it, like Bishop, I think we just gotta do this. We just gotta have our running legs on. And I'll look down at him.
I thought the governor said he would help us with any materials and things we needed.
Okay, he
Now he
says,
can't even give us some horses.
Well, this guy isn't the governor. He's just an acolyte
Then we need to ask.
underling of the monk that you're trying to find.
We need to ask the governor for 5 horses and a wagon.
So you go to look for Governor Nighthill.
Yeah.
yep.
You know, you find him outside the main gate to the keep. He's consulting with Escobar about how to get some of the massive stone blocks moved back up and some of the damage to the exterior walls of the keep rebuilt. And he sees you walking up and goes, "Ah, heroes, what say you? Are you willing to go on a slight reconnaissance mission?"
We'll do it, governor, but we're going to need some help. We require 5 horses and a wagon.
I'm afraid you're out of luck in that respect. Any wagon that was in the building was seized by the raiders for hauling their loot. And the horses with them to pull the wagons, but all the wagons that we observed when they left town last night were traveling very slowly because they were heavily laden. But if it's other kind of equipment that we could assist with, I would be happy to scrounge up for you.
If you guys want us to go scout, have you got any spy glasses?
I think we can find at least one.
Don't think it would hurt to maybe upgrade some of our equipment as well. Bit better armor would be nice, if possible.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
Uh, I am currently in chainmail.
I'm only wearing scale mail.
I don't, it's just flexes.
Oh, the irony.
I could use some nice shiny plate.
Escobar looks at you. I think I can accommodate that request, Sir Headman.
Haymond. It's Haymond.
Heyman.
Bishop Haymond.
Hey man.
All right, let me go find some plate.
He goes, "Come with me." And judging by the look in his eye, he seems to be sizing you.
Well, no reason not to follow behind.
Okay. So Escobar leads you back into the keep, and specifically back into the tower, to a small room. And he he looks at you, Zarek. he says, please wait right there. There's not a lot of room in this little area. And he opens up a door to a room, and the door is specifically cut to the height of a dwarf. So it's not very tall. And he opens up the door, and he walks in, and it's his room. And there's a small bed and a desk and a chest. And along one wall is an armor rack where a suit of plate mail is hung. And it is bright red.
Yeah.
Bright red plate mail.
Well, you understand. I am Escobar the Red. And he tugs his bright red beard. Said, I wasn't always the Castellan. Once upon a time, I was an adventurer, much like you are. And you're welcome to have my armor. I think it would fit you well.
I'll try it on. Do you have an item?
Yeah, stand by. Get the right character sheet open here. It is in your inventory, Bishop.
All right. Red plate mail.
And he nods. I think that will fit you quite well. And he steps back out of the door and he looks at you, Zarek. You, I'm afraid, are a tad bigger. It's going to take me a minute to see if I've got some plate armor that would fit you. You'll have to give me about 10 minutes. I can come and find you.
Take all the time you need.
Thank you. Thank you. And Adantos, what are you and Foshi doing?
Oh, just like browsing and admiring the armory. Ogdontas doesn't need armor and he doesn't need a weapon. I guess he goes looking for the spyglass he was promised.
Okay. Escobar sees you looking at all of the equipment. He walks over. He goes, "Ah, this is what you're looking for." He opens a little case, and inside is one of those telescopic spyglasses. Here you go, sir.
Ooh, thank you, thank you.
And it is added to your inventory.
Sweet.
And he spends the next 10 minutes. You see him pulling out pieces of plate armor, and he looks at it and he's gauging the length of the greaves and the arm guards and the chest piece and the thigh guards and the shoulder pads, and after a few minutes, it looks like he's assembled an entire set. Hey, he goes, Mr. Zarek, come come here and see if this will fit. You know, it's kind of piecemeal. I can't deny it, but it it will do the job of protecting you from harm. And it's obviously, you know, it's the metal colors don't quite match, and the the pieces look like they were smithed by different armorers. You can tell that like one greave isn't quite the same as as the next one, but it's plate mail. And he goes, I'm afraid that this is the best I can do. I mean, obviously, you know the effect that dragons can have on a body from the results of your friend. So so we can put together a set. It, it, it won't quite match, but armor is armor. And if it will keep you from harm, then you're welcome to it. So what say you, Zarek? I think he is AFK.
He must be.
Talking
was?
about roaring?
He was just here, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, I got called for something. I'm sorry. I didn't think it would take that long.
What was the last thing you heard?
You were just going into the talk with the Dantos.
Okay. Okay. God, I wish I had a recording. So as Escobar hands the spyglass off to Dantos, he 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 looks at you and he spends the next roughly 10 minutes going through piles of armor, and he pulls out several pieces, and it's all plate mail. Um, you can see that some of the pieces are slightly scorched, um, and no two pieces match, but he puts together what is effectively a full set of plate mail. And it's obvious by the colors of the metals and the shape and design of the armor itself that it was crafted by different smiths. And he goes, I know it is not uh, I know it's a piecemeal mismatched set of plate, but this is the best we can do at the moment. Um, the dragon was hell on our defenders, as you well know, and y- you see a pair of boots in the pile. Um, you recognize the boots, of course. Um, he goes, "You're welcome to it if you want it. I know it's not pretty, but it will protect you."
In times like this, can we ask for more? And he does accept it. I think
Okay.
so. I would like to make a request of you and your governor.
All right. It's in your inventory.
Cool.
Mm, And he goes, "Come, look. I'm sure Governor Nighthill's still outside the walls directing our recovery efforts."
He'll follow. Zark is going to survey the damage, though. He's looking to see if there's still fire burning.
Oh no, the most of the fires have been extinguished completely. There's a few that are still smoldering, but the teams that have been sent out throughout the town of the defenders have put the remaining fires out. And it had been raining part of the night, so the ground and buildings were wet, so the fires did not spread, and damage was contained for the most part.
Okay. Hmm. As far as I can tell, this town has proven its worth.
Governor Nighthill nods. He goes, We're a pretty resilient bunch for a small farming community. We try to help each other and protect each other, and we're a stopping point on a trade route, and you know for the most of the time we would be able to offer good food and ale and uh, warm beds and good company. It's unfortunate the circumstances that have brought you to our our small town of Greenest. These circumstances are quite dire.
They've been dire for a very long time. If what the head of mine, I'm not sure what to call it.
Your order?
Or, yeah, if the head of my order had any reason to judge it, I do believe he'd say do believe we'd be in the early portions of the recovery. It would probably be wise of y'all to set aside a plot near the town. Gather the ash of what is lost and reignite it as a beacon to show the strength you have.
He nods. I will take your words to heart. We will do that. We shall raise a bonfire the likes that have not been seen in decades, and in honor of our saviors and the sacrifice.
Don't let it die. Let it be a resolve.
Absolutely. So will you will your group, and he looks at all of you, will you take the scouting mission for us?
And you're sure you don't have any horses?
I wish we had. I would happily grant you horses if we had them.
I
But we,
guess.
alas, we do not.
I guess we
I
can do it.
guess. I guess. We- I mean, Bishop, you're looking real tough now. I reckon we could knock some sense into these raiders if they try and come after us, but I think we need to run if they do.
Yeah, I gotta run in this heavy shit. That's why we needed horses.
Come on, I'm sure you can make those little legs go real fast.
Grumble.
Well, let us at least see what we can find.
Very good. Very good. I I am most grateful. Please come back into the keep, and if you need rations for traveling, we can get those together for you.
Yes, and do you have any rations specifically that, say, a kobold might like?
A kobold. The kobolds that we just fought. I I don't know what a
Yes.
kobold would eat.
Hmm, okay. Well, I'll take some extra rations then. You might not know this, but you can just feed them. You say, "Here, boy," give them some food, and most of the time they'll just ignore you.
Can't you just, like, conjure up some good berries and shit there? Aren't you a druid?
Oh, I haven't got that far in my training, but I can give it a go.
Or forage for some berries or some shit?
Oh, that I can certainly do.
One of one of Governor Underhill motions to one of the villagers running around taking care of things, and he goes, grab some extra rations for our druid friend. And the villager runs off and comes back, and he's got 7 more rations for you. Kaz, what what would you like? Do you have any questions for the governor?
No.
Okay. Does anybody want to ask the the acolyte monk any questions?
What's the monk's name that we're finding?
Nassim.
That we have
Oh,
to find?
the one. It's Leosin.
Monk Leosin. Monk Leo.
Did it appear as if he was taken by force, or did he just disappear?
They don't know if he was. They couldn't find his body, so they suspect he was captured.
I think he
But
defected.
they don't know if he was dead or alive, just that he was taken. But you would need to sit down and ask the acolyte. And he's easy to find. He's the only person running around the inside of the keep with a wounded leg and a battered monk's robe. He doesn't even have a staff to lean on.
Okay.
And he's busy helping tending to the wounded soldiers and villagers, bandaging where he can and applying healing herbs to wounds.
Hmm.
Do you
Healing
approach him?
herbs would be good.
Yeah, I'll approach him. Is anyone else with me, or is it?
I guess it's
Uh,
just you.
All right.
He looks at you as you walk up. He goes, are you going to go out and investigate the camp?
We plan on it, yes.
Good, good. Uh, I I would I would bid you hand him, uh, give this back to him should you find it. He he pulls out a choker. It's a braided, it's a simple braided leather neckband with a silver dragon design chased into the leather. The ends it won't clasp anymore because it was damaged, having been ripped off of the monk.
Uh,
Leosin is greatly interested in the cult, the dragon cult specifically. He was he had been consulting the librarians and researching ancient writings on dragon folklore. He goes, I know some information about it, but Leosin was the expert. He was the one that knew everything.
um, as far as the choker, does anything look familiar to me, or
Give me a intelligence check.
intelligence?
Yeah, like a knowledge check. Yes,
16?
yes. You definitely recognize the symbol that's engraved into the necklace. It is the symbol of Bahamut.
Hmm. Uh, Other than the broken staff, was there any other indication that he may have been taken? Or do you think he went willingly?
He he stands up after finishing bandaging. He goes, I suspect we traveled here because he suspected that this would be the next target of the dragon cult. They'd been doing some raiding of the smaller villages in the region, but they were hitting them at random. And he had a suspicion that as their power was growing, that they would be willing to take on the challenge of risking raiding a larger town. So we came here. He he had studied all the lore that he could find about the dragon cult at Candlekeep before we came. He goes, they're they're quite dangerous. And they've been around for hundreds of years, but they've always been thwarted at every turn. And then roughly 20 years ago, they started rising in power. They're actively recruiting anyone, uh, and and those initiates those initiates train for months, sometimes years before gaining any rank. And it weeds out the weak, so only the powerful remain. And there's I only know a little bit, like there's only ever 5 uh, heads of the different branches of the cult. There's one for each color of the chromatic dragons. There's and those 5 leaders are based off of the colors red, blue, green, black, and white.
Okay.
I have their names, the but it's not really very relevant. Um, most of the cult operations are overseen by local leaders. They call them the wearers of purple, based on their ceremonial robes.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, uh, a worm speaker will gain access to a more powerful. Uh, oh, uh,
Uh, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm being aggroed. I will be right back.
okay.
So which group is this? Green, red, purple, blue, pink?
Uh, he goes. I believe they're white. Did you see her? The woman wearing the white gown and the white mask.
I don't remember seeing a woman in white. Did we see a woman in white?
Yes, there
We,
was a human woman with the blue half dragon, and it appeared that all of them, including the blue dragon, half dragon, uh, were deferential to her.
so we need to kill the woman in white.
That's no. That's that's not what we gotta do. We gotta report the raider encampment.
Oh, that's right. I'm always wanting to kill
No,
somebody.
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, let's get on with it.
Wait for Roaring to get back.
Enough of this chit chat. Oh, oh, oh.
A marching song. Let's go.
We could, if you prefer, I could sing. Hi ho!
Hi ho!
Hi ho, hi ho. It's off
It's
with the
off to work
scout we
we
go.
go. My wife is laughing in the other room because she's
Hi
only
ho,
hearing
hi ho, hi ho. Just cleaning up the kitchen. Made some
So you need
homemade
to find
burritos.
you need to find a new image for your character now.
Why is that?
You need a dwarf in red armor.
Oh. That's image from Hero Forge. Maybe I'll just go in there and paint some red armor.
Well, I'm gonna grab some water. Everybody take 5. Hopefully Roran will be back in a minute. All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So I'm thinking my engine may die tomorrow night.
I feel like a lot of my characters may die tomorrow night.
So I've been thinking about a replacement character. Hopefully Gorgio will have the table up a little bit early so I can roll up
Say
my
the word.
sleeve.
Say the name again.
Scroop's the only one alive, right?
No, you guys aren't dead.
Well, I mean,
Well,
only one up.
we are as a party foobarred in that game.
Well, it's a
The
rough
Indian
game. Well, once you start taking damage, it's just you just start taking damage because it's like you take one wound and suddenly you can't hit for shit, and then yeah.
and then it's downhill, and then suddenly you find you're a, a, a double knife wielding ambidextrous Indian missing an arm. Well, crap. Everything I've dumped into my character for his abilities
Yeah.
requires
How you
2
gonna
weapons.
grow? How you gonna grow an arm back?
Replace it with like a mechanical hand or something weird.
How do you get a one-armed Indian out of a tree?
Wave.
You wave at him. Yeah, by rights, his characters should all be dead, and then some. But I got a good idea for character concept. Mad scientist. Because I'm just pretty damn sure that if the Indian is to run into anything that requires fighting, he'll die.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We were taking 5, so
Awesome.
everybody here, we can pick back up.
Yes.
We're singing hi ho as we
Badly.
Hi ho.
go down the road.
Hi ho.
Somebody's missing a check mark.
Who are we missing?
Not to me.
I got my check on there.
Mine's on there, so it's probably Kaz.
Who's was it? What?
Check box in the chat.
Check. Clicky the button.
That would be nice.
Hey, we're all here. Okay. So following the path of the raiders is beyond easy. When it heads out of the town, it cuts across the grasslands of the green fields. A a wide swath of grass is trampled down, but it's impossible to determine the raiders' numbers precisely. Kaz, is there any way you can mute that?
What?
I'm hearing myself talk through your audio.
That's weird. Oh, my head. Yeah, let me lower down my volume on my cell phone. All right.
Thank you, ma'am. So it's impossible to determine the raiders' numbers precisely. The path only confirms what you already know. There are a lot of them. And they're a mix of humans, kobolds, and reptiles. There are also several ruts and hoof prints. And it looks like they the the trampled path led both into and away from the town of Greenest. But it's easy to see, judging by the fact that there are hoof and wagon prints headed out of town, that the raiders are significantly slower returning whence they came. But it's impossible to tell based on the jumbled footprints how many there are. And it's impossible to discern with any kind of accuracy which footprints are prisoners and which ones are not. The trail itself leads south, more or less. And after some 12 miles of travel walking, which is pretty much the remainder of the day, the terrain starts to change slightly, becomes more rugged. Where greenest and the green fields are gentle rolling green hills, as you continue further south, you you begin to merge with a more rugged region where rocky plateaus and steep-sided cliffs replace the gentle rolling hills. The land between the plateaus is largely flat, broken only by outcroppings or wandering streams and steep-sided gullies. And the plateaus themselves are like mesas, but they jut between 50 to 150 feet above their surrounding areas. They're climbable if you wanted to try. Um, it would be difficult, and you do see where there are rock falls and subsidence that have created semi-natural ramps. And one thing you also note is that in the sides of these plateaus, they're dotted with caves and tumbled boulder fields.
I like
Hey,
caves.
uh, do does it look like any of the tracks go near the caves, or
Not to any of these little caves, no. Um, if you want to give me a investigation, perception, or survival for tracking, you could try one of those three things.
one moment? Yeah, they'd be the same. So
Here, let me give you some guidance. I guess I don't have guidance. Oh, I do have guidance.
That would give him a +2
A
or plus
D4.
four?
A
Plus
D4.
4. Okay. A D4. Okay.
all right. Uh, so
15.
15.
15. There's as you follow the path south, you realize that a group this size can only fit through between certain areas of the mesa, between the plateaus. And as you follow this, you and it's nearing nightfall, but even in the evening light, you can see somewhere up ahead a small smoke trail.
So
It's probably a couple of miles away.
Odontus, where's that
It's,
spyglass?
it's right here. Just let me take a peek through it. I'll look through the spyglass, see if I can get a bead on it. Anything.
Uh, give me an investigation. You, as you're looking through the spyglass, you see that your view is obstructed by boulders and such, but you also realize that you have mesa and plateaus on either side of you that could give you elevation, but you would have to climb.
You're a
So
Trude. You're good at climbing. Just turn into a bird and
yeah,
fly up there.
No, I'm good at climbing. I'll climb up there.
Let me give you guidance. Oh, that didn't work. Let me drop it on. There you go.
I'll
It's
try and
awesome.
climb up.
give me an athletics check. You you make it to the top of the mesa. It's roughly 60 feet up. You and now you look through your spyglass. Give me another investigation, this time with advantage.
Okay.
Even with the dimming light, you can see that there's a small group of stragglers that have sought shelter in a low spot. There there are several tall boulders that have been rolled into a loose jumble. And as you look, you realize that you could sneak up on them from pretty much any direction. But it looks like they're roasting some prairie hens for a meal.
All right, I will put
And
my
and it's a mix
spyglass
of
away.
humans and kobolds.
Put my spyglass away and roll back down and relay this to everyone.
All right, give me another athletics check. You get about halfway down and you start to fall. Give me a dexterity save.
You got it.
Yeah, it would give anybody watching anxiety as you get about 30 feet from the bottom of the cliff side. The rock you were holding on to breaks free and you fall, but you only fall about 5 feet before you're able to grab another rock hold and safely re- make the rest of the way down to the ground without actually falling and taking any kind of damage. It could have ended very badly, but you succeeded.
I told you to turn into
Um,
a bird. Maybe you
oh,
should have been a monkey.
God, yeah, yes. And then I use all of my powers, and then when we get into a inevitable fight, I don't have any of it left. Good plan.
Maybe a mountain goat.
Good plan. Good plan. Anyways, I saw that looks like a group of kobolds and humans eating up ahead, and they're straggling behind. I say we jump them.
There were 4 humans, 8 kobolds,
4 humans,
and
8 kobolds. We've done more with less.
12
Let's
on
take them
4.
down.
That's 12 on
and
I
4.
like those odds. Those are good odds
It's
for
3
and
to 1.
us.
3 to 1. We can do it.
and none of them were armed. They were fighting over food.
I bet I could take out all the kobolds myself.
Should we leave one of them alive to question?
Yes, one of the humans. Prefer. I mean, we got a dragon, right, on our side. You can speak to the kobolds. So whoever's left, save one of them.
That they were fighting over food.
Yep,
Yeah,
they were hungry, fighting over food, straggling behind the rest of everyone else.
So we got the surprise.
you will have a surprise round.
We could try a more diplomatic approach.
They're cultists.
They're stragglers.
I don't know. I
It's
think we can kill them.
need to find their camp. We could make it as if we're looking to join.
So put yourselves anywhere on the outside edges of the map. You will end up getting a surprise. You will get a surprise round. So you will automatically get to go first.
I'm good right there, I guess.
I don't see anything wrong with where I'm at.
Oh, I'm fine here too.
Kaz, you happy with where you're at?
Let me play with this stupid. Here we go. Map. Let me put myself there.
Okay.
All right.
Are you gonna go into cover and
Yes.
make a hide check to see
High
that you're hidden?
check. Let's see.
Stealth roll.
Oh, stealth. Stealth.
Yep. Hide was the old version. Now it's stealth. All right. You are hidden. So you can use your sneak attack without having somebody adjacent to your target for the
Okay,
first
let me do that
round.
now.
Where are all the bad guys?
I'm in.
They're coming. They're coming. Stand by. They should all be visible now.
Let's see.
There's 12 of them.
Identified.
So as you approach, as you sneak up on them, you can see that the kobolds and humans really don't trust each other. The cultists act as if they are the bosses, and the kobolds resent that because they're actually the offspring of dragons, and humans should be worshiping them, not the other way around. And that the cultist leadership is nothing more than ineffectual bullying. The weapons are all piled against a boulder right over here. And, you know, they're in the process of cooking chickens. And the and as you approach, you see that the chickens are just about done. The smell of roasted bird is heavy in the air.
Should we roll some initiative?
Nope, get free attack. Surprise round.
Zarek, rally the kobolds against the humans. Everyone else attack the humans.
Alright.
So, faux shizzle, Foshi, sneak attack, pick a target, any target.
Let's see. Okay. Death! Yay!
Your arrow takes one of the kobolds, just right there. Adantos.
Alright. Javelin. Oh, actually, javelin or index. Javelin sailing through the air at unidentified guy 1. Thrown.
Okay. It
Damn.
whizzes right past him. Oops.
Sorry.
Bishop.
I'm gonna sacred flame the human.
Which one? Oh,
Uh,
gouge top.
Unidentified top.
Oh,
Oh, he failed.
he failed.
Oh, damage. Come on.
The flames burn him. They definitely burn him. Zarek.
Didn't expect it to move like that.
I did not expect it to move like that. Did not. It canceled before. Okay.
Yeah, I canceled it. I'm gonna move right there. Need a pointer. Need a cone. Mine is a cone, isn't it? Yeah, 15-foot cone of fire. So I'm gonna torch the two humans. Ow, they both saved.
They both saved.
Damn.
So they'll take half damage.
Yeah, at least I got some decent damage off.
One of the humans, he doesn't look like he took a lot of damage, but it it shocked him, and he's not able to react. So with that, everybody roll some initiative.
Ow. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
Wow. Really? Oh my god, really?
Crit success and a crit fail.
All right. So the a human on the south side of the encampment looks at everybody and realizes, fuck, I don't have my weapon on me. I just wanted chicken. And he immediately breaks to run to get his weapon and shield. Zarek.
Odontos, don't you have entangling vines?
You wish.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is call out on your knees, whelps. In an attempt to intimidate them.
Okay. Roll intimidation.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
No.
No. They're zealots. They are not going to be intimidated very easily.
You're not that kind of dragon.
You can still move if you want.
Okay. I'm gonna move to about right there. And if that's my action, that will be my turn.
Okay. Adontos, your danger sense is going off. There's a
Which,
human about to get weapons.
I see. Which square am I actually in? I got put in the middle of bears.
That better.
Okay. I don't as well have. Sure. Odontus will just dash over to this guy. And he'll say, okay, I'll, in a low voice, like, because there's a bit of combat going on behind me, I'll whisper to this guy, I'll say, surrender now, we won't harm you specifically, we just want to ask you some questions.
Are you
And,
trying to persuade him?
um, it doesn't matter what
Or
I'm trying to, yeah,
or
persuade him.
intimidate? Are you
I'm,
trying to intimidate him into surrender? Or are you trying to persuade him to surrender?
I'm trying to persuade him to surrender. This is like me quietly being like, "Hey, surrender now." Like they won't know. We'll just like pretend type of thing.
Okay. Give me a
Uh,
persuasion roll. Oh heck no. He is a cultist and a zealot.
fair enough. Alright, that's it for Odontus.
The kobold reacts by running the fuck away. He looks. There's bad guys to the south. There's bad guys to the north. There's bad guys to the west. By God, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. This this cultist looks at Adontos, realizes he doesn't have a weapon. He heads towards his other cultist buddy by the rock to get his weapons too. Bishop. Oh man. Toll of the Dead hammers him to the ground. That is one dead cultist. Foe, it is your turn.
Help me, foe, help me.
Kaz, you're up.
Okay.
Save me, foe.
Hmm. I think I still have sneak attack on me. No, I don't.
Yes, foe.
That cultist doesn't even have a chance to bend down to get his scimitar and shield. Your arrow takes him in the throat, and down he goes. And the kobolds are just scattering. They're going all different directions. Zarek, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna pull a javelin. I'm gonna move about 15, 15, 20 feet this way and lob it. Square
Oh,
into his back.
Nice.
oh. It severs his spine just below the shoulder blades. And he drops hard. He doesn't pitch forward. He just drops. Kobold 23, he is off the map. Adantos.
Alright, Odontos
He's the
will.
only one left, Adantos. We need him
Oh.
alive.
Okay, was this the guy that had grabbed the weapon?
Indeed he was.
Oh, it's grappling time. I'm gonna try and grapple him.
Okay. Let's see. Go with a contested strength check.
Yes. Oh no,
You roll in that one.
I did roll in that one.
As bad as he sucks at wrestling, he somehow manages to put you into. Uh, it baffles logic, but at the end of the day, you're pretty sure as he twisted around, he inadvertently hip through you, and you are prone.
Alright, can I stand up?
You can.
I will stand up
Okay.
and I will move around him, sort of like blocking him off this direction. And I'll say, alright, everyone, grab him, quick!
Okay. Bishop.
All right. He's going to run 30 feet, and then he's going to bonus action No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not going to do that. Let me see. He will. Has he been hit yet?
Nope.
No. I don't want to. I don't want to waste a second level spell slot and spiritual weapon. They're all running.
Bishop, we just need to knock him out. We don't hurt
Uh,
him. We'll tie him up.
yeah, because if I cast, I can't do that non-lethal. All right, he'll.
Hit one of the kobolds.
Do you not have command?
No.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
he'll just run that close to him, moving a dash.
And Bishop the Red busting ass across the battlefield. And what are the odds? You're up.
Oh, he'll finish closing in on him, and then he'll non-lethally strike him with his warhammer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, glad I said
Okay.
non-lethally. All right. Yeah. Almost
Yeah,
max damage too.
almost. He is not dead. He is unconscious.
Knock the
He
fuck out.
he got he got the bonk hammer.
I'll just stand over the top of him and say, "You got knocked the fuck out." And pass my turn.
All right, Derek.
Okay. Do we want to try to get the kobolds on our side?
We could try.
Because if the last one's knocked out, I'm basically just going to attempt to get the kobolds' attention by roaring out. And now the ungrateful, Interconic, now the ungratefuls have been dealt with.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Persuasion? Actually, really good at that one. 17.
The ones that haven't left the field yet stop and look back, kind of quizzical. And one of them says, "Who do you serve?"
Who do you think? I serve Her Majesty as one of her children.
You serve the Queen?
Yes.
Why? And a couple edge a little closer. They don't seem to recognize you from Greenest. Why? Uh, why? Why are you not from the camp?
I
We
was
not
on
see.
another mission in another location. These pathetic creatures need observed, their weaknesses found.
And they continue to edge back in towards the center of the camp. He goes. He, he goes. All hail the Dragon Queen. We're we're preparing the great horde to honor her rise.
Yes, you do well. I saw Greenest. It was beautiful what y'all did. Now come.
They they all gather around the fire looking at the chicken. They go, come, share.
Yes. Let us tie the ungrateful up first, though.
Okay.
You will learn who is pet and who is master. Whew. Okay.
Bishop, what are you, Adontos, and Foe doing?
I assume we're,
Tying this guy up.
yeah, tying this guy up, dragging him back towards the campfire.
And I'll look to Zarek. I'll say, did any of the kobolds get away?
Looks like 3 of them. There were 8. Wait.
They
Ca-
they might they
fo-
might reveal us to the camp.
there was
We,
2 of them.
we,
Wait. Oh, there's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Foshizzle killed one. 7. Looks like one got away.
One got away.
well, if that one runs back to the main group and lets them know we're in for the shit. So do we just? I don't know what Zarek's doing over there with his little posse, but maybe we just take this guy straight back to town, interrogate him.
Yeah, but we didn't find the camp.
Yeah, we know it's roughly here, and we can just ask him, right?
I don't have a spell to do. I don't have message. This is. Dang, I wish I had message right now. Nah.
Well, maybe if we chase those kobolds down, the kobolds will lead us to the camp.
Oh, we'll take you to the camp. And he looks at Zarek. We're follower of the of the great queen.
No, I would need to meet with one of the higher ups there. Inform them what I have found.
Do we do we wanna do we wanna sit down and enjoy a nice dinner before we make our way to the camp with the rest?
When's this guy going to wake up?
Probably not for hours.
Yeah, let's tie him up, bind his mouth so he can't yell or anything, and hide him in some foliage.
Gag him. Pour some water on him, wake him up.
Oh, and okay. Odontus has a hunting trap, right? Which, you know, is a trap that gets affixed to something. I will essentially attach it to him. I will like, you know how like the traps aren't like they have their one big release energy. I'll just like enclose it around his like ankle. So, but then also like get the pin down so he can't sort of leave that location because, well, he can try, but like it makes it harder, right?
Okay.
Do any of you kobolds want to kick him while he's down?
Oh, yes. Yes, drag him over. Drag him over here by the fire. Maybe we can burn him with sticks.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And a couple of the kobolds hop up and down like little reptilian monkeys, excited that they'll be able to torture a human cultist.
You gotta wait for him to wake up. But then you could burn him with hot sticks.
Yes, yes, yes. And uh, we've been traveling far and wide getting treasure for for the queen, for the great queen. But but we use the prisoners for labor. We poke them with our spears and rock slings, and some of the prisoners they die. We eat them, Ah, or they get fed to the drakes in the caves to feed the hatchlings. But
Drakes.
nobody's allowed to go in there. Only the cultists, the human scum. They they're the only ones that go in there. Resmir's banned everybody else, so nobody else is allowed to go in.
What caves?
Uh, The the cave at the camp.
Uh, Zarek's watching them a little bit closely. Does that raise any suspicion with them?
No, no, you
Okay.
pretty much they think you're one of them, but you've been on another mission, so they've got to tell you about what's going on.
Spill the beans.
They're not exceptionally quiet or intelligent. They're, you know, not the smartest. They go, the camp. We're the camp of the for for the cult of the dragon. Pray and as soon as one of them says cult of the dragon, all of them kind of in unison, but off a half a beat apiece. They all go praise Tiamat's glory, and they all jump up and down and shove their hands in the air. The unidentified number 10 goes, Resmir. Resmir's mean. Resmir. He's a black he's a black half dragon. Yeah. She came to the camp 2 months ago from up north. Then one of the other kobolds across the way goes, I think they brought information. Mondath has been trying to make everybody do more stuff since Resmir showed up. I uh, the abused bandana. He goes, she's mean. That white mask scares me. But you can't do anything to her because of Cyanrath. He scares me more. And elaborate clasp, the kobold goes, when the mother of dragons praise Tiamat's glory shall return, and when that day comes, all the nations of the world will tremble. And he starts making a clicking noise as he prances the bat a little bit. He goes and then stops. Is the chicken done? The abused kobold goes. He he looks at the one that just made that statement. Elaborate class. He goes, "Do you know why Resmir is interested in that stupid monk? Just why? We should skin that half elf and eat whatever's left." And at at that point they just stop talking because the chicken is starting to burn, and they put all their focus and attention on the burning chicken.
Probably has her attention on him for the same reason I was sent out. He is from Candlekeep.
He's from Candlekeep. And they all kind of, they're like the dodos from that Ice Age movie. And they all, one of them says Candlekeep, and they all say Candlekeep, and they're like minions.
Yep. Zarek will check the chicken, make sure it doesn't burn any further for them. While
Okay.
You see, and this is all in Draconic. He is. It's not that he doesn't want everyone hearing, it's that the more convincing he can be, the better. You see, the keep.
Is he the keep?
No. He's a monk of the keep. The
The
keep
monk
holds,
of
see?
Resmir. Resmir's interested in him.
Yeah. Candlekeep holds secrets. Secrets that could thwart the queen.
And they all go, we should kill him. And one of the other kobolds goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. We should kill him. We should kill the monk.
Uh,
When we get back to the camp, we should kill the monk right there and then.
no. We need him. How else to capture keep?
Yes. Yes, that sounds diabolical. Praise Tiamat's glory. Glory to Tiamat, our queen. And they all start jumping up and down, shoving their fists in the air. Praise Tiamat. What's everybody else doing? The kobolds are making these weird clicking noises and got all this conversation going, and Zarek seems to be talking to him and re- replying and engaging in conversation, all in clicks.
Dontus is kind of just like standing back here with the knocked out guy, trying not to get involved because he knows there's something, and Dontus doesn't feel like he's an amazing liar. So he's just kind of hanging back here, waiting for whatever Zarek's doing to finish.
Okay. Kaz, what are you doing while Zarek is talking to the kobolds?
Waiting to move.
Okay. How about you, Bishop?
Guarding this cultist, poking him with a stick, whispering in his
Okay.
ear how his queen is nothing but a lizard, a low lizard, yellow-bellied lizard,
Hello, lizard.
whispering in his ear, hoping he can hear it.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to ask or say, Zarek?
let's see, they're already showing us to the camp. What we're after is with their leader.
Did you ask him about the monk?
Yeah, they've told me about the monk. Trying to think if there's anything else we need.
How many cultists are there?
Oh, yeah.
You want to
Derek will.
ask him that?
Yeah, he will ask. How many cultists? Uh, I guess he will ask the Makeup how many of a dragon's descent, how many lessers. He will word it that way.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We have a lot more. He holds up his hand and he starts counting on his fingers and he goes 1, 2, 5, 6, 11, and he's only on his third finger. And he keeps going back and forth and he looks up like he's thinking really, really effing hard. And he goes, we're a lot more than 20 years ago. Oh, that was a great time. Yeah, yeah. Since that time, we've grown a lot, and our group, our rating group, we're about. He starts counting on his fingers again. He's like 1, 2, 57. No, no. And one of the other kobolds jumps in and goes,
I think
it's 108,
once I
you
ordered
moron.
in that Bluetooth. So that was the oopsie.
There's
Would they be able to take them
180 of
back on
us
the
in
thing
the
tomorrow?
camp.
Okay. These are the ones. Okay.
Okay.
My fault.
Is that just you kobolds, or is that everybody?
Oh no, that's counting us
Come on.
and the human scum and the veterans and the riding lizard
Leave the door open
and
since your
and
sister's sleeping.
and and yeah, uh,
Okay.
but that doesn't count the slaves. That doesn't count. That doesn't count our prisoners. And it
The
and it
future
doesn't and it
convicts.
doesn't count Mondath, Resmir, and Cyan. No, they're they're the leaders. They're really strong. Praise praise Tiamat's glory.
The Cyanrathi.
Cyanrath is the guy that that knocked your ass out in front of the keep. The big blue half dragon.
Okay.
The one you dueled.
Okay. Yeah. Blue half dragon, and then what was the black one's name again?
Resmir. Also a half dragon. And then the woman in white with the white worm speaker's mask is Mondath.
What can you tell me of her?
Oh, Frulam. One of them goes. She she used to use magic. She used to use magic. 20 years ago she used magic. Now she doesn't use magic. Well, she still uses magic, just not very often. It's dangerous to use magic now.
You know how she casts?
Oh, I I I I only have sword and sling. I don't know magic.
Does she sing?
No, no, she does not sing. But she is very scary.
Yes, those of her kind of, with recent events, are desperate. They want what they believe is theirs back.
Uh, uh, the kobold goes, but but if you're a follower of Tiamat and a member of the the cult of the dragon, where's your purple robes? I know. We can take the robes off of the fallen human scum. They don't deserve the purple robes. You wear the purple robes.
Okay, very well.
I will throw that into the inventory sheet. There's some cultist outfits and spears.
God. And all this is happening in Draconic, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Damn, Bishop, they're really talking a lot over there, aren't they?
Mm.
Hope he's getting some good information out of him. We might not even need this guy.
Mm. Let us enjoy our meal.
Okay. And with that, they all plop down and they start eating.
Mm.
Ugh.
And at that point, I will walk over to Adontis and Bishop and inform them we don't need this guy. They're going to take us to the camp. I know who the leaders are. There's about 180 of them.
Should we,
Why are we going to the camp? What?
should we drag him over to the fire and let the kobolds poke him with hot sticks?
Let them finish eating. What they do with him is their decision.
And so what's the plan? We sneak up to the camp and to figure out where it is and then run away, or
Well, they're willing to take us directly to it. If
I mean, did they say how far it is? I mean, surely we could, roughly guess. So when we
how far is
do it,
Greenest from where we're at?
12 miles north.
well, so we got to make it more exact. Okay, all right.
Okay. Um,
Should we put on some disguises?
do we all need to?
I
If we all walk in there, we're bound to be recognized as the group.
well, that's what the disguises are for.
Yes, but at the
Why are
same
we
time,
why are we going into the camp?
I want to verify the information, if anything.
Well, then we only need one to go in, right?
Yeah, they trust me. I'll go with them. If y'all
Quentin, you want
want,
us to wait here? Or do you want us to come with you and then let you enter the camp with them and us stay outside?
I'd say follow at a distance. I'll tell them that you are making sure we aren't being followed. And once we have the location, y'all can go get help.
Oh, that sounds like a good plan. I say we still put on some little disguises. Just as you said, we'll be at a distance, so it'll just give us plausible deniability at a distance. Okay. Now, that being said, I would like to take this guy's clothes, and I'll point at the guy at my feet. Uh, I'm taking his clothes, and I'll start taking off his purple robe.
That's fine. We will be taking the robes of the others.
Don just
And
looks over at all the other robes that are definitely covered in blood, and looks at his nice clean robe he's just taken off of this guy.
you know,
Hmm.
All right. So yeah, there's some cultist outfits in the party inventory you can claim. Um, everybody give me intelligence checks.
Check.
Yeah,
Oh, let's see. Oh, yes. Oh, I was almost the one.
Oof.
so Adontos, uh, you being the druid you are and the shifty fucker, um, this plan is doomed to failure. And and this is why. Kobolds are dumb. They're easily fooled. But you know that there are people that are part of that raiders group that would immediately recognize a dwarf, a cat, a gold dragonborn, and a fluffy eared shifter type.
But we're not going into the camp, are we?
Zarek wanted to.
Zarek was planning on it, but
Oh, Zarek, I don't know if that's a good
and
idea. I think they know us, and I think they'll spot us.
I get that.
But the question is,
But we need the location, and if we
do
can,
I feel like we know about the location enough to report back on it, or like, do we need to know the exact location, like physically see it type of thing?
In order to see the monk, would have to see it.
Yeah, just to be able to lay eyes on the monk, you would actually have to see the encampment.
But you could do that with a spyglass.
Potentially, yes.
Kobold say something about the monk or no?
Yeah,
yes,
Yeah,
they want the
they
monk.
want to skin him.
The kobolds want to kill him. Resmir has him captive at the moment. I have a feeling they're gonna go after Candlekeep.
And you also got the sense that up until Resmir's arrival at the camp, Mondath was in charge, and now she is subordinate. So the Black Half Dragon is higher in the food chain than she was. But you also didn't see a Black Half Dragon at Greenest during the raiding.
Is there any dangers we need to be on the lookout for, Zarek?
Yeah. You know the guy I fought? He'll be there.
Yes.
And Resmir is just like him, but more powerful.
Yeah. But apparently Rasmir's stronger.
Oh God. Well, okay. If we're going to continue forward, we should leave the kobolds here. Because I think if we run into any other sort of groups of cultists, if they have any sort of influence, they'll probably be able to swap the kobold sides again.
Probably wouldn't hurt. Hmm.
One of the kobolds comes walking up. eh, he bows before you, Zarek. And he goes, "Ah, praise Tiamat in Draconic," and then he says, "Don't forget to use the password with the rear guard.
That is.
Praise Tiamat."
Praise
Okay.
Tiamat. The yellow-bellied lizard.
Zarek hears that and he. Surely they're not all that stupid.
Oh, the kobolds probably.
The kobolds, yes, but
The people, no, the people would not be that stupid, so we should probably avoid them altogether.
Spyglass.
Yes, spyglass, exactly.
yeah.
We will travel slowly through the woods, and I will use my spyglass at all times to look ahead. We must find where these people are and avoid them at all costs.
Okay.
Is there any other security I should be aware of when arriving at the camp?
Oh, the the drakes. They use the drakes like watchdogs. They're like they're like dogs, but better.
All right.
Okay. And with that, it is getting very, very late. The fire is starting to die down. Are you going to make camp here, or are you going to try and continue on in the under the cover of darkness?
Uh, what are your rules on like continuing and stuff? At what point would we say like start facing exhaustion or anything like that?
Well, you've traveled 12 miles on foot across grassland and then dealt with this. If you could go about 20 miles a day if you force marched, so you could potentially continue. Everybody have night vision?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
because that could be a complicating factor as well.
It's true.
Wandering around in the dark in uh, terrain that's nothing but gullies, caves, mesas, rocky crevices. It could be risky.
Odontus will instead like, he's an outdoors type of guy. He'll look around for like a secluded place, like a rocky crevice or like a cave or somewhere to rest. Or like a little like overhang or something. Somewhere where it's like covered but still comfortable.
Okay. Give me a survival roll.
Ooh.
Ooh. Find the perfect cave. Easily, it's well hidden, out of sight, not going to be easily spotted, and the inside is clean and level and easily defended from the inside. The entrance can provide a choke point so that you can't be flanked. There's even an adequate spot to build a little fire if necessary. Perfect, literal perfect camping spot.
I'll wave everyone over and I'll say, guys, I found a place to camp for the night. It's getting late. I figure we need the rest.
Sure. We head back in the morning.
We gotta sneak up to the camp, find that, and then leg it. Oh, and that guy we have with us. Did someone end him?
I'm pretty sure the kobolds will end him.
He was trussed, trapped, severe head trauma.
I would have taken the trap off of him when I, took all of his clothes.
Okay. Well, you
And then
can't
probably
take
give
the
him to the
imprint
kobolds.
of Bishop's hammer from the side of his head. That's
No,
kind of
I
a
can't.
permanent mark at this point. So you all are able to bed down for the night and camp in this cave. And it is dry, it's not damp, it's very comfortable, it's safe. It is a good spot to rest. Anybody gonna stand watch or is everybody just gonna sleep?
Stand watch.
I'll take a watch as well.
I
Sure.
don't distrust his cave so much. He's just sleeping. He's like, even if they knew we were in the area, they wouldn't find my little cave here.
And that is definitely true. You know that to be
So I don't, I don't, I mean, okay, maybe I don't just be like, I'll take first watch, guys. Don't worry, I'll wake you guys up when it's your turn. And then I don't just would immediately go to sleep.
true. Okay. And that is a good stopping point for the night.
Sleeping in a cave.
Sleeping in a cave. But you've learned a lot of information.
We have. And some of us, and I guess Adontis too, like still wants to go forward and maybe actually see where the camp is physically. Look for the monk. Guys, if the monk's like about to be sacrificed, what do we do?
That's a
Let him
question.
die. Come back and tell the guy they sacrificed him.
That's fair enough. There's nothing we can do against. They've already got the person who beat Zarek, and then they got people who are stronger than the person who beat Zarek. Yes, I agree, Bishop. We should
He means
just get an
nothing.
eye on the place and run away.
He means nothing to Bishop Hammond. Just let him die. All right, I'm gonna shut down the stream. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hope you enjoyed it. Bye. All right. Y'all have a good couple weeks. I'll see a couple of you at the